It was one of the worst train wrecks in American history.
An accident that was caused by a driver that totally forgot to slow down. But it can take one mistake to cause a scene of chaos. This is the story of the 1947 Red Arrow train wreck. On Tuesday, February 18, 1947, PRR train number 68, the Red Arrow, was making its way eastbound towards New York City. The train was being pulled by two PRR K4s, number 422 and 3771. The train had a luggage car, a mail car, and 12 passenger cars with 278 people on board.
The Red Arrow was the Pennsylvania's top train between New York to Detroit, Michigan. While the PRR offered competing service between the two cities, it was struggling for dominance against the long-time River New York Central and Baltimore and Ohio.
Now, normally the Red Arrow would arrive towards its destinations on time, but unfortunately its reputation was in jeopardy today, because for the very first time, for some reason, it was running over an hour late. In best efforts to make up for lost time, the engineer in the lead locomotive decided to open the throttle half open to pick up speed, and he did not touch it ever since. This was the moment disaster was slowly unfolding, but so far the passengers are enjoying a nice long journey. For now. the top of the hill and begins to enter the glisten tunnels. And after exiting the glisten tunnels, the train soon descends down the hill on the slide towards Bennington Cove. As always, trains must maintain their speed while approaching a wide cove like Bennington Cove to prevent disaster.
However, the engineer had totally forgot that the throttle was still open. In the last seconds, as the train got closer to the curve, the engineer closed the throttle, shut off steam, and put the train into full emergency braking.
But it was too late. The train derails at the Bennington Cove at 3:25 a.m. at over 60 miles an hour, just 2 miles west of the Horseshoe Cove.
422 and 3771 lay on their sides over 100 feet from the disaster site, while the 11 of the 14 coaches were scattered all over the area. Many passengers were tossed around by the force of the derailment.
The sounds of victims screaming and thousands of mail were also scattered all over the hillside. And unfortunately, because of the location of the derailment on the mountain, the only way that doctors and nurses can come to that site to help out was to travel by train that travels along the set of undamaged tracks. In total, 25 people died, including the fireman in the lead locomotive and the driver and fireman in the second locomotive. 138 more suffered very serious injuries, including the driver in the lead locomotive and the brakeman. It was unclear if the brakeman was in the first or in the second locomotive, but we do know he has survived.
An investigation revealed that the cause was a failure of reduced speed or excessive speed after the engineer of the lead locomotive failed to reduce the speed on a curve. There was also no speedometer on the locomotives either, telling the crew how fast the train was going, but the fact the engineer had totally forgot about reducing the throttle while making up for lost time
was a formula for disaster. Also, not to mention, 4 years after that wreck occurred, the Worker Special derailed at Woodbridge, New Jersey, all because the engineer had totally forgot to slow down. His actions left 85 dead and over 500 injured.
In the end, 422 and 3771 were both deemed a total loss and was soon scrapped.
Today, a PRR caboose sits nearby the glisten tunnels, and inside the caboose were pictures like the Red Arrow wreck. It's a wreck that definitely will never be forgotten.